In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 MLB games happening on August 14, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Seattle Mariners versus Baltimore Orioles. The Mariners and Orioles are set to square off in the rubber match of their 2025 Baltimore series this Thursday, and we're diving into the lines and odds for our Mariners versus Orioles breakdown. The series has been evenly matched so far, with Seattle taking the opener on Tuesday in a tight 1-0 contest before Baltimore bounced back with a 4-3 victory on Wednesday night. Baltimore managed to pull off that clutch win on Wednesday evening, putting an end to Seattle's impressive winning streak in dramatic fashion. The Orioles have posted a 29-30 record at home this season, while the Mariners have gone 30-29 in road games. Seattle finds itself locked in a heated battle with Houston for control of the American League West, making every single game crucial at this point in the campaign. The Mariners are sending Evans to the mound, and he's been getting roughed up lately after surrendering 3 and 6 earned runs respectively in his last 3 trips to the hill. Baltimore counters with Sugano, who has been much more consistent by keeping opponents to 3 earned runs or fewer in 5 consecutive starts. I'm not particularly confident in either starter in this spot, so I'm going to back the team with the more potent offensive attack. As our first pick for this matchup, the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. When you look at the recent history between these two clubs, the offensive numbers have been pretty underwhelming. In 5 meetings between the Mariners and Orioles this season, the team total over has completely whiffed, posting an 0-4-1 record. That trend has continued for Baltimore lately, as the over has only connected twice in the Orioles' last 11 contests. The broader picture shows similar results, with the team total undergoing 64-51-5 in Orioles games this season, and posting a solid 14-7-1 mark in Sugano's starts this year. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Cubs versus Toronto Blue Jays. In the rubber match of a 3-game interleague series, the Chicago Cubs are set to take on the Toronto Blue Jays inside the Rogers Center on Thursday afternoon in what should be a compelling finale to their brief encounter. The Blue Jays have been solid for us over the past month or so, but Max Scherzer just isn't the same dominant force I'm eager to back these days. At 41 years old, he's clearly lost a step from his peak years. When pitching at home this season, Scherzer has struggled to a 4.3 earned run average while allowing opponents to hit .244 against him over 23 innings at Rogers Center. The Cubs have had their share of problems putting together consistent winning streaks lately, but Matthew Boyd brings a much more reliable presence to the mound with his sharp 2.45 earned run average and 1.05 WHIP. He's been particularly effective recently, surrendering just 3 runs over his last 12 innings of work. Chicago clearly holds the advantage in the pitching matchup, and it's only a matter of time before their offense starts clicking on all cylinders again. As our first pick for this matchup, the Chicago Cubs money line is our full game side pick. Both clubs have done a solid job keeping runs off the scoreboard during the month of August, with Chicago ranking 5th in the majors with an impressive 3.1 team earned run average, while Toronto sits 15th with a 4.04 team earned run average through this point in the month. These lineups have been struggling to generate much offense over their last 5 games, as both teams are averaging just 2.4 runs per contest during that stretch. The under has cashed in each of the last 3 meetings between these two clubs, establishing a clear trend that should continue in this series finale. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami Marlins versus Cleveland Guardians. Miami will be looking to complete a series victory when they visit Progressive Field on Thursday night to take on Cleveland in the rubber match of their 3-game series. Last night, the Marlins put together a dominant performance against the Guardians in a convincing 13-4 victory that has them positioned to take the series. On the mound today, we have Edward Cabrera taking the ball for the Marlins, while Tanner Bybee gets the start for the Guardians. Cabrera has been absolutely stellar for Miami since the calendar turned to May, and his recent stretch has been particularly impressive. Over his past 4 starts, he's thrown 25.2 innings while surrendering just 13 hits and 4 earned runs, helping the Marlins secure victories in 3 of those 4 outings. He's also shown excellent command during this stretch, walking only 6 batters across his last 7 starts. That kind of control is incredibly valuable in today's game and should serve him well against a Cleveland lineup that's been struggling mightily at the plate. The Guardians will counter with a team that's hitting just .220 over their past 5 games, and they've actually dropped to the bottom of the league in team batting average with a dismal .228 mark on the season. Cleveland also ranks dead last in total hits for the year, which gives Cabrera an excellent opportunity to continue his recent hot streak and put together another quality start. BB was someone I really liked a year ago, but he hasn't looked like the same pitcher we saw in his rookie campaign. Over his last 3 trips to the mound, he's been hammered for 20 hits and 12 runs across just 15 innings of work. Those concerning numbers came against some of the weaker offensive teams in baseball, including the Royals, Twins, and White Sox. Today he'll be facing a Marlins lineup that's been swinging the bats much better lately, posting a .247 average while averaging 5 runs per game over their past 7 contests. Miami also brings a strong .259 road batting average that ranks 4th in the majors this season, while the Guardians' bullpen has generally been their saving grace this year. Even they struggled last night by surrendering 9 runs in relief. When you put it all together, I expect Cabrera to deliver another strong outing while Bibee continues to have his struggles, which should allow Miami to ride their momentum from last night's blowout win. As our first pick for this matchup, the Miami Marlins money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have been trending toward lower scoring games recently, with the Marlins playing under the total in 4 of their last 5 contests, while the Guardians have stayed under in 2 of their last 3 outings. Miami has been averaging 4.27 runs per game overall this season, but has cooled off to just 3.33 runs per game over their last 3 contests before last night's explosion. They're hitting .260 against right-handed pitching, and while they'll be facing a starter who's surrendered 12 runs over his last 3 home starts, that offensive outburst last night might have used up some of their momentum. Cleveland averages 3.98 runs per game on the season and has managed just 3.67 runs per contest over their last 3 games. They're batting a paltry .229 against right-handers, and they'll be going up against a starter who's only allowed 5 runs total over his last 4 starts. Don't expect these 2 clubs to generate enough offense to push the final score over the projected total, especially with both teams showing recent tendencies toward lower scoring affairs. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Phillies versus Washington Nationals. It's the opening contest of a 4-game series between National League East rivals on the diamond in the nation's capital as the Philadelphia Phillies make their way to face the Washington Nationals on Thursday night. The Phillies have posted a solid 3-1 record against the run line when favored in their last 4 road matchups versus the Nationals. Washington, meanwhile, has struggled to cover as home underdogs with a disappointing 1-5 mark against the run line in their last 6 games at Nationals Park. The Nationals really don't have much left to play for as the season winds down, while the Phillies are focused on locking up their position at the top of the National League East with just a handful of additional wins needed. I expect Philadelphia to keep their foot on the gas pedal and not let up until they're absolutely certain they can start giving their key players some rest before the postseason begins. As our first pick for this matchup, the Philadelphia Phillies money line is our full game side pick. The Phillies have gone 8-2 on over-under bets in their last 10 games against the Nationals, showing a clear trend toward higher scoring affairs between these division foes. Philadelphia is obviously well known for their explosive offense, but they've also shown impressive depth on the pitching staff throughout the season. When you examine the Phillies' overall approach this year, they've generally been involved in lower scoring contests, but I don't think that pattern will continue in this particular matchup. Jesus Luzardo brings some concerning numbers into this start, posting a troublesome 5.05 earned run average across 8 previous appearances against Washington throughout his career. While I'm confident the Phillies will be able to outscore the Nationals without too much difficulty, Washington might just put up enough of a fight on their own to help us cash an easy over ticket. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.